are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin. Five-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow.
In motion, Hill.
Right. On the ball.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. In motion left is Wilson. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On the ground. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Inside handoff. Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Like Sony thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a good drive going their first time out. Ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do. And you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed. What did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Fight, 97.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Tua on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. In motion left is Wilson. They'll run on first down. Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
43 rail. Heel blue. Ready?
From the 24, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. In motion, Hill. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st, they'll go back to Wilson. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
Drop 17. Opposite, green. Yellow.
In motion, Hill. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this returnable for Hill. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The tight end in motion right. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. It's a room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And cycle. Yellow. Steel, black. Hey, in motion goes the tight end. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On the ready. Heel blue.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Ready? Break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Smith, red. Hey,
A slot man in motion right. Wilson going to try the right side. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. One to middle.
In motion, Hill.
Flag blue. Set.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Ready up. Shot, 17. Low check.
Now a give, running left is Wilson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's where the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jones throwing on first down. And going right back to Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Folks, kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This one swung out to Montgomery. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position we wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. Oh, what a move. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
97.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Pittman, 72 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point is Folk. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll run again with Wilson, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go, set. Bro, 52. Triple, 38.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A give. This is Wilson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. They juked him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And let's face it, we all continue to imagine what we could have seen from Derrick Henry without his injury last season, because he was on pace to be the first ever player with multiple 2,000-yard seasons. Even in only 8 games, he still finished 9th in the NFL in rushing. Simply put, an incredible accomplishment.
Now on on 2nd and 13. Jones, he's going to look downfield for Henry. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Let's go now. Hey, go steal.
Running the counter with Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Slice. 97. Black block.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On the double.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
In motion, the tight end. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Another carry for Wilson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, Mostert. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. To throw is Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Jones. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just